Hey folks, welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is Saturday, April 30th, day 3 of the draft. We have our fourth pick in, tight end Jake Ferguson out of Wisconsin. Don't know too much about this guy. I know we need a tight end. Fourth round, hopefully that works out. But I want to talk about the first 3 picks. Those are usually the most important. I was a little skeptical at first with pick 1. And then in round 2, when I saw Thornton go to the Rams, that runs a 4.2840. That's Tyreek Hill speed. I mean, a little bit slower, but almost. And then I saw George Pickens go to Pittsburgh. I was a little pissed off that we didn't trade up with the 4 fifth-round picks that we had to get into the second round and maybe have 2 2s and a 3, have 4 picks in the top 100. But the way we draft, we got to give the front office some credit. They may not be the best guys in free agency or the best guys doing contracts, but they sure can draft. So in round 2, we get Sam Williams out of Ole Miss, edge rusher. We lost Randy Gregory to Cincinnati, right? This cat runs a 4.4640. That's faster than Jalen Tolbert, our third-round wide receiver. He had 12.5 sacks last year, 16 tackles for loss. Real bendy. Real quick off the edge, kind of like a Robert Quinn bendy kind of style, like in 2019, if you remember how Robert Quinn would just bend around that edge and get to the quarterback. Had 12, 13 sacks that year for us. And I think Sam Williams could possibly, under Dan Quinn's system and coaching, could be a year 1 replacement for Randy Gregory, especially with Fowler on the same side as him. And then third round, Jalen Tolbert. Didn't know much about this kid coming out of Southern Alabama, but the kid balls out. 17.6 yards per catch. This is last year. 82 catches, 1,500 yards, 8 tubs. We got Michael Gallup in the third round, 2018. We get Jalen Tolbert third round this year. I'm pretty sure with Michael Gallup not being ready till probably week 6, week 7, Jalen Tolbert be a first week starter opposite CeeDee Lamb, or he could be in the slot. He could play anywhere. That's the great thing about him. I think all 3 picks are hits. Tyler Smith, his upside is bigger than any other first round lineman's upside. Tyler Smith had PFF, even though I don't agree with their ratings all the time. He had the best run blocking grade as any lineman coming into the draft. And that's what we needed to be able to do, is run the ball better. Connor Williams didn't have the ass or the size to play left guard. Tyler Smith does at 6'4.5", almost 330. The boy has size, major arm length. He's got the raw gift of size, talent, and athleticism that you cannot teach. All he has to do is work on his fundamentals, which he'll work on through rookie camp, mini camp, and training camp. And he'll be a day 1 starter left guard. I guarantee you that. And then possibly move Connor McGovern to center, who is bigger than Biadash and has played center a lot and would be a better center than Biadash. I think we plug Tyler Smith in the left guard and then Connor McGovern in at center, that our offensive line could possibly be a lot better than it was last year. And then Taran Steel back in his rightful place at right tackle. Because if y'all realize, once we pulled Taran Steel off of right tackle, all of a sudden our offensive line was not the same. Because they wanted big old fat Lyle Collins to get back at right tackle because he was making all that money, which is crap. Put him in at left guard. But he's gone now, so that's ancient history. So now we got Taran Steel, 30-year guy, promising young kid at right tackle. I think he's going to have a breakout season, a Pro Bowl season, and possibly a second team All-Pro season. And then we got a 21-year-old Tyler Smith at left guard. And then we got a 4th-year guy, Connor McGovern, at center. Now, if Connor McGovern has a good year at center this year, plays solid, he will get a contract extension. If he plays well, not Travis Frederick well, because that's almost once in a generation to to get to a guy like that's level. But if he plays at least 70% of how Frederick played at center, then we re-sign him. We'll re-sign Taran Steel, and we'll have 3 young offensive linemen as we are rebuilding the offensive line. Zach Martin will be going on 31. Ty Smith will be going on 31. Ty Smith's body is a lot more beat up than Zach Martin. Zach Martin could probably play till 37 at a high level. Ty Smith, probably another good 3 years left. So the big plan on Tyler Smith is that he plays left guard for a couple years, and then he kicks out to left tackle and is a long-term answer at left tackle. Because at 21 years old, he can play for a good 15 years. And then Sam Williams, playing opposite Tank, in rotation with Dante Fowler and Micah Parsons. This kid could be the next boom. I mean, Will Clayton and his guys are, I think, the best in the business when it comes to drafting. And Jalen Tolbert, I got high hopes for him. He runs more of a 4.5 40. He's not a super speedster. He's got enough speed, but he's got good separation ability. And last year, he beat everybody that was covered up against him. And in practice, he'll get some good competition with Trayvon Diggs playing opposite of him. Now, these first 3 picks, I think, were hits because we needed a lineman, we needed an edge guy, we needed a receiver. And round 4, we get a tight end. Now, round 5, as you know, we got 4 picks. So round 5, we'll get 4 different names. We'll see how they do. What I'm excited about, last year, our defense went from 30th to 12th. We had rookies last year in Osia Digizua, William Golston. We had that big boy from Kentucky, Quentin Bohanna, 360 pounds. That's a Tech 1 type guy. A nose tackle. A guy that just eats up 2 or 3 blockers. OC had splashes last year of just game wrecking. And I'm hoping in year 2, I know Micah Parsons will make his year 2 leap. And he's going to become a top 3 defensive player for years to come. But I'm hoping that this next year that Osia Digizua, Quentin Bohanna, William Golston, Carlos Watkins makes that next leap into year 2 and really, really wreaks havoc. Because in the playoff game against the Niners, the reason why we couldn't touch Jimmy G is not because our edge guys weren't getting home. They were. But all Jimmy G had to do was step up in the pocket because we had nobody to collapse the inside of the pocket like the Niners did. The Niners had defensive tackles that could collapse the inside of the pocket, especially with Little B-Dash at center and Connor Williams at left guard. Whenever you collapse the inside of the pocket, then the quarterback has nowhere to go but to the left or to the right. And that's going to be into Tank or Parsons or Sam Williams or Fowler's arms, unless he just finds a little slot to escape out of, and then he's going to be running for his life from one of the defensive ends. And with Micah Parsons' speed, when he's on edge, if a quarterback takes off running, he's got 2 or 3 seconds to get rid of the ball because Micah's closing speed is like lightning. So with everybody that we've lost in the offseason, losing Cooper, Collins, Gregory, all those guys, all hope isn't lost. And I believe that we can still field as good of a team, if not better, this year than we did last year. We're just getting younger, that's all. Getting younger. And Stephen Jones said after the draft, free agency is not over. After the draft, there's round 2 of free agency, where after everybody makes their picks, sees who they got, and is happy with who they got, they will let certain people go, even good players, veteran players, that they just think are making a little bit too much money, and they rather have the young guys start. Still got Jadeveon Clowney out there, Tyrann Mathieu. At cornerback, you got Chris Harris, Xavier Rhodes, Joe Hayden, and Kevin King, and one other guy. I think we should send a 6th-round pick to Tampa Bay to get Jalen Darden. The kid is off-world speed, doesn't get any playing time because he's behind Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Scotty Miller, Gronkowski, O.J. Howard. Send the 6. Send that last pick over there to get him. Got nothing to lose. The kid can return kicks, punt return, kick return, and take the top off of defense. Or maybe send 2 fifth-round picks to Atlanta to get Grady Jarrett. Just to help out for the inside. Just ideas. But off-season moves aren't over yet. We still have 5 more picks technically, 4 in the 5th and 1 in the 6th, unless we trade up or trade for a player. So hopefully this tight end, Jake Ferguson, can be an impact in year 1. Usually tight ends drafted this late in the draft aren't. Hopefully we can sign a free agent tight end. Dalton Schultz is, our only veteran. If I were the Cowboys, I would have franchise tagged Michael Gallup and given Dalton Schultz a contract, being that Gallup has the injury. But they did it reverse. I don't know why. But that's it for now. Right now, we'll see what happens around 5. I like the first 3 picks. Very solid. I think Tyler Smith is going to be a hit. If y'all remember in 2013, whenever the Cowboys drafted Travis Frederick, there were boos out the wazoo about that first-round pick announcement of Travis Frederick. All the Cowboys fans were booing like crazy, like Ricky Williams, like Donovan McNabb going to the Eagles back in 98. Boos out the wazoo. And all the scouts and commentators are saying they had Frederick graded as a round 3 grade. We draft Tyler Smith, we get the same kind of reaction. But the Cowboys know what they're doing when they draft people. This kid, Tyler Smith, watch him pancake boys off the ball at left guard. Watch him just pancake, move guys. And then when him doing that, whoever's at center will up the play at center. Because at center, if you got 2 guys at guard playing well, that makes your job tremendously easier. And you got an all-pro, future Hall of Famer at right guard, and a promising rookie, big man at left guard. So hopefully it'll be McGovern at center, but we shall see. Maybe they get a free agent, or maybe we draft a interior lineman later in the draft, and he's a hit, because this draft the meat is in the middle. There's only maybe 18 guys that were graded in the first round this year. One of the fewest times it's ever happened. So all the late round picks, middle round picks, all have talent. So we shall see. But our first 3 picks I feel very good about. Jalen Tolbert might be able to bowl out. Sam Williams might be a sack master. At least his first year might get 6-7 sacks. That's what Gregory got you. You can't argue with that. And then year 2 might reach 10. Or hell, year 1 he might reach 10. I mean, he's fast. 4.46, 44, and it's fast. Micah Parsons is a 4.3. And he's just a prodigy. And then Tyler Smith, big old Tyler Smith, similar to Ty Smith. We'll see what he does, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be very effective. So please subscribe, like, share, comment, all those good things. And then we'll touch base back when the draft ends officially after all 7 rounds are done. And we'll see who else we pick and where we stand from there and what possible moves we will make after the draft. But every subscriber counts, guys. Please subscribe. Please like. Please comment. The pinned comment on this video is, how do you like the first 3 picks? The first 3 picks are usually the most important ones. Those are usually the guys that we have at least 2 of them start for us every year. So let me know how you like Tyler Smith, Sam Williams, and Jalen Tolbert as round 1, 2, and 3. I like them. I grade it an A- for the first 3 picks as a group. So y'all let me know in pinned comment what you grade the first 3 picks as a group. That's it for now. I'll catch back with y'all later on the day. If not today, tomorrow's busy with work. If not tomorrow, then Monday. But I'll catch up with y'all soon. Please subscribe, like, and share again. I cannot stress that enough, guys. I just started this last season. Been a Cowboy fan since '93 when we beat Buffalo in Super Bowl 28. Saw us beat Pittsburgh in Super Bowl 30. And ever since then, I've been chasing that NFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. So 26 years of a little bit of frustration, but I keep it cool. So that's it for Charles in Charge. I'm out.